Hello and welcome to the AIDEM special stories from the Karnataka electoral field. I have with me one of the most charismatic personalities of women politics in Karnataka, Sumalatha Ambareesh, Member of Parliament from Mandya, person with varied experience from the world of art, also from the world of politics and social activism. Welcome, Sumalatha ji, to this program.
Thank you.
I know that you are in the midst of a tough campaign, very hectic campaign. I am told that your day closed last night at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yes, that's right.
So it's very intense campaigning, no doubt. So how do you look at the prospects of this election?
Well, it is challenging, but I like challenges because when I stood for my Lok Sabha election 4 years back, I think that was the biggest challenge ever as an independent MP
Yeah.
to have faced the sitting government and the CM son himself. So I'm not new to challenges. I can take up a challenge, and I mean, I give a good fight. I work sincerely. I work hard. So let's see.
Yeah, your victory was a record of sorts because Mandya was known to be very politically sensitive place, but your late husband Ambareesh also had a very big image. I know that he was a giant of the Mandya region. So, but then you won as an independent, and then you later moved on to the BJP. In fact, I would say that the BJP managed to get you into their fold.
Well, not later. It was 4 years later. It's not like I won and then
Yeah.
immediately. Even now I'm not. Still an independent MP.
Yeah.
I have given my support to the BJP party, and I think given the choices we have, I have made the best choice.
Right, right. But then there can be other choices also in the future, perhaps. Because I know that you are somebody who is very active intellectually. I know that you read a lot. In fact, I came to know you as a reader in the first place. So I know that that you will also have other options in the future if you look at it.
Well, given the scenario today, I'm finding it tough to look at it that way because we don't have the options that you're mentioning as far as I can see right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the way politically, if you're looking at various parties and you don't sense, a sense of leadership and the quality of leadership the way that BJP
As at this point.
has at this point. So I don't know.
Yeah. So coming to the assembly elections where you are campaigning very hard, I mean, you said it's challenging and you like challenges. What are the big issues that you find in this election? What are the major issues that concern people?
But as far as the voters of Mandya are concerned, they are a very emotional, voters. Mandya has always voted emotionally. They are politically very aware, and of course, caste and those numbers play a big part here. But I am sensing this time a lot of youngsters and first time voters, they are looking for a change. BJP has never actually built a base in Mandya so far.
Yeah.
In all these 75 years, we've had only one win, that was a bypoll by
Yeah,
Mr. Narayan
recently,
Gowda
yeah.
about 2-3 years back.
Yeah.
Apart from that, it has not, there's not a strong base here. So now I think we have managed to create that. If you look at the way people are turning up for our campaigns, earlier you would be hard put to find even 300-400 people at rallies here, but now people are turning up in thousands. They're willing to give you a listening ear now.
Okay.
At least they're willing to hear what you're saying and they're willing to think about it.
Yeah,
so that's a long way.
I am also hearing this talk about a change, but I am hearing about a change not only in Mandya but also across the state. And I think the opinion polls are also kind of indicating that. What do you think about all those?
Well, opinion polls actually, if you look at it, is very interesting the way they keep changing because it's a dynamic thing. I don't see voters as somebody who are very statically just inclined to think one way and then stick to that agenda
Yeah.
till the elections. There are a lot of people who swing either way. If you see yesterday's, surveys, the top channels of here, the Kannada channels, they've all given BJP the edge. Actually,
Okay.
it might be a small edge, but
Yeah.
they have given an edge to BJP because there are several issues which
Which
keep
are coming up.
happening.
Yeah. There is a lot of churning that's happening,
Yeah.
especially I think this Bajrang Dal issue
That has, I think,
yeah.
created a lot of
Churning.
sensation. Yeah, and people are now looking at it another way.
Right. So, what do you expect? I mean, of course, you see a change in the Mandya region, and what in terms of numbers, what is the change that you see in Mandya? Because there is one stream of opinion that this shift JDS says people are disillusioned with JDS and they see it as a small team, and they want to get out of the influence of the JDS. That's a given among most political observers here. There's one stream of opinion which says it will benefit the BJP, one stream that says it will benefit the Congress. But what do you expect in actual numbers in terms of the number of seats?
See, yes, last election in Mandya, it went only one way. It was one-sided. It was 7 out of 7 of JDS won here. But this time, it's not going to be a one-sided way. If you're saying that is the voter going to go all the way towards BJP or all the way towards Congress, I wouldn't care to place bets that way. But definitely, they are going away from JDS, which should benefit both the other parties.
Okay.
So I see maybe BJP and Congress,
making
beating.
gains. You keep it open.
Yes.
Maybe
yes.
50-50.
Yeah, maybe. But whatever it is, I mean, Congress has already won here several times. It was only later that it became a so-called JDS fortress.
Right.
Earlier on, it was Congress.
I know.
So I think now if BJP even manages to win, say, 2 seats, that's a huge gain for BJP in this region, where they had none. I'm saying 2 apart from KR-Pete, where Mr. Narayan Gowda has already won.
Okay, yeah. Let's get out of state politics, and I would like to look at your larger career as of course, not just as a politician, but as a thinking human being, as an actor, as a phenomenal actor. I mean, who has got great following from where I come from, Kerala.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, what are your other larger projects in life? What exactly do you want to do with your parliamentary membership? Which, of course, you've got another 1 to 1.5 years of work to be done. So, what are the major areas that you're looking at?
Well, generally for me, I get sometimes very frustrated at the way the whole system works. When I go to Parliament, I really have learned a lot of things. My eyes have opened as to people have such a negative impression about politicians in general, but I've come across so many thinking people, so many people who are so well informed, so experienced, so knowledgeable, and I've learned something at least from them as to how a parliamentarian should work and what exactly is a parliamentarian's work. But when you come here locally, people don't look at it that way. They expect you to do even a councillor's job or a corporator's job.
Go for all marriages.
And those things are given more prominence, and I would like to see and try to bring about a change in that mindset. I want to show people as to actually how your representatives should work. It's not about going to impress somebody, going to a wedding, going to, condole at a death. I mean, it's not, there's nothing wrong in doing that also, but
that's not the only job.
Not your job. You have other jobs which people are muddling you and misleading you just by turning up in weddings, and then they do no work otherwise. What the actual work they are supposed to do is not getting done. So that's a major issue. And people, when I got first elected, they thought, okay, it's another film actor who's come, she's won because of sympathy or the love for Ambareesh, or because the popularity in films and all that. But now I think the impression about that has changed regarding me, because they've seen me being very vocal in Parliament. They've seen me taking up issues here like illegal mining and the protection of KRS Dam and the opening of sugar factories which were like closed down for decades, which I've managed to get it done. And several, of the works that I have put in my efforts towards now people know that they can take me seriously. It's not
Well-
just a film actor, another film actor coming and going.
We have, in fact, a group of journalists in Delhi. When you first became an MP, I was also there in the Parliament Centre Hall to see you, and I knew that even from that time that, and of course, I had read your interviews in Malayalam and other languages where you came across as a thinking person. So I used to tell my friends that Mark Sumalatha out, she's not going to be your glam doll MP.
Thank you
Yeah.
for the vote of confidence.
So anyway, the point is, as I was telling you earlier, last year, I mean, we had the anniversary of one of the cult movies that you had acted in Malayalam, Thuvana Thumbigal, and the character of Clara is a kind of, was a heartthrob for almost all young men, including me at that point of time. So, do you have any special message for Kerala? If you can also speak 2 sentences in Malayalam, if possible.
I wouldn't attempt that. It might come out very badly because I have lost touch totally. But of course, I love watching Malayalam movies, and now we have the opportunity to watch so many movies on ETT, such wonderful, brilliant movies, I should say. I think Malayalam movies have given me some of my best roles, and I hold them very close to my heart. Whether it's Thuvana Thumbikal, New Delhi, Dinarathrangal, Isabella, so many movies which I've done, and got so much of appreciation. But of course, Thuvana Thumbikal, I have no idea why it is such a cult movie. Of course,
It's a very offbeat.
It's a very offbeat and far ahead of its time.
Yeah.
And of course, Padmarajan, he was more of a poet. For me, I looked at him as a poet. I always thought of him as the Gulzar of Malayalam movie. He was, his stories were ordinary, and he made them look extraordinary. And I think that was the charm of Thuvana Thumbikal. And Mohanlal, whenever I meet him, he keeps saying that people have seen this movie for 200 times, 250 times, and they can recite every dialogue from that movie. Yeah, it gives you a lot of happiness and pride that at least you could be part of
No, I
that
think
kind
it
of
also defines an actor's life, in the sense, if people are remembering a character for so many years, I think it defines, like Toshiro Mifune being remembered now.
Yeah. See, it's sometimes surprising. You can't plan these things, or you don't expect these things. Actually, coming to the fact, New Delhi was a far bigger commercial hit than Thuvana Thumbikal in those times. But somehow this movie has,
it's become a cult.
It's become a cult. It withstood the
vagaries of time.
Yes.
The challenges of time.
The challenges, and such a long period. It's more than, I think, 80.
No, it's, I think 25th anniversary was, I don't know where.
No, more than that. Yeah. Definitely, it's more than 30 years.
Yes, some anniversary was observed last year.
Probably 30 years, I think.
Yeah.
So, I think, what can I say? I'm grateful, and I feel very close to the Malayalam audience, because they have given me such a wonderful reception in Kerala, and the way they have held me close to their heart. So that really warms my heart. Yeah.
So thank you, but hopefully we will have a longer interview in Delhi at some point of time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.